I come to the floor today, having just seen the Democrat leader come to the floor to talk about the Senate budget resolution, and what I heard the minority leader say was, none of it's accurate. Let me tell you, I have the budget resolution with me, the key portions, 5 pages long. That's it, 5 pages long. Every American can read it. They can read it for themselves. The resolution focuses on 3 things and 3 things only. Number 1, securing the border. Number 2, restoring peace through strength. Number 3, unleashing American energy. Not complicated, it's common sense. Americans overwhelmingly support these goals. That's why Republicans in the Senate are moving forward. So let's talk about border security. This budget allocates $175 billion to secure our border. Now, that includes funding for President Trump's successful executive orders to deport criminal illegal immigrants. Border Patrol agents and ICE agents need the resources to do it. There are currently more than 600,000 illegal immigrants with criminal records in the country today. President Trump and Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem are moving at lightning speed. They're moving to deport them. They're moving to make our communities safer. Their strong actions have led to double the number of arrests of illegal immigrant criminals compared to the arrests under President Biden. These arrests are making our communities safer, and they're sending a message to would-be illegal immigrants all around the world to don't come here. And actually, these people are turning around and going back to their own homes. Illegal border crossings between the United States and Mexico are at their lowest rates in the last 5 years. The actions of President Trump are working. They're working so well that the Trump administration says it's running out of money for deportations. Border Czar Tom Homan told us just that. Secretary Noem told us that as well. Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth told us that. Attorney General Pam Bondi has told us that. Senate Republicans are acting quickly to get the administration the resources that they have requested and that they need. The budget will allow us to finish the wall. It also takes the steps we need toward more border agents. It means more detention beds. That alone will keep dangerous criminals off the streets. It means more deportation flights. That way we can get dangerous criminals out of our country. Now let's talk about national security, because the reconciliation bill that we're talking about allocates $150 billion to restore American peace through strength. We live in a dangerous world. The threats against the United States are higher than we have seen in decades. There is a threat of terrorism. You saw the danger of terrorism in New Orleans earlier this year. There is the threat from the Chinese Communist Party. They are rapidly building up their military. Meanwhile, over the past 4 years, weak leadership from the previous administration undermined our military and our military strength. There is a real threat today from Iran. They're the largest state sponsor of terrorism in the world, and they are also racing toward a nuclear bomb. Weakness invites conflict. Strength deters war. This budget is a big step towards rebuilding our military, to protecting our nation, and we need to do that after 4 years of weakness. We're already seeing a surge of young people who want to join the military. Recruitment are up. Under President Trump and Secretary Hegseth, recruitment is at its highest in 15 years. With this budget, America will be stronger. Our military will be more lethal and more intimidating. Now let's talk about energy and American energy dominance. This bill will take the handcuffs off of American energy producers. The previous administration caused painfully high prices with its energy mistakes, its blundered, it locked up affordable, reliable, American-made energy. Can never forget Joe Biden saying he wanted the EPA to prioritize climate over American energy, energy that was affordable, available, and reliable. Terrible mistake. Wrong for the nation. We're here to correct that. Families suffered from soaring prices. The economy struggled under those regulations of the previous administration. Passing this budget allows us to reject the energy failures of the last 4 years. It puts a premium on energy that is affordable, reliable, and American. The federal government will also see its revenues increase as we produce more American energy. And you know, Mr. President, that Wyoming is America's energy breadbasket. America is a superpower of energy, and we need to act like it. If you listen to the Senate Democrats, it's abundantly clear that they don't support these goals of American energy dominance. They don't. They haven't. They still don't. Democrats also are opposed to securing our border. They're opposed to rebuilding our military. They're opposed to unleashing American energy. They're standing in the way of common sense priorities that Americans overwhelmingly support. They are a party in a panic mode. Their high prices and their open border agenda completely out of touch with the American people. Now, Democrats used this very process, reconciliation, a few years ago, and what was their purpose? They wanted to raise taxes and pass trillions of dollars in wasteful Washington spending. They wasted taxpayer money. They subsidized electric vehicles for the rich. They sent stimulus checks to criminals like the Boston Marathon bomber. It's almost unbelievable. The federal government is too big. It spends too much. Republicans will end this wasteful Washington spending. We will get America back on track. After 4 years of high prices and open borders, our nation and Americans deserve a path to safety and prosperity. Starting with this Republican budget, that's what the American people will finally get. Thank you, Mr. President. I yield the floor. Suggest the absence of a quorum.
The clerk will call the roll.
Ms. Alsobrooks.